So many crowned heads in one place. You must be
Young alchemists! Not
Drunker than
all
a
that
bard.
falls out
Won't
to
get
the
anything
ass
out of
is
him.
gold.
Maybe there's something
Yet a
about testing
cormorant
letters in
old
his notes.
It spells out his whole. Vapors to cleanse in water cold. So be bold! Be bold! Calling me sauce. Young alchemists! Not all that falls out to an ass is...
I don't know any of these substances. Best not risk destroying the letter. Maybe there's a formula for the... I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye and apply it to the letter. Heated coffee. A bit of water. Wait for it to just... A little burn. Shit. Now I'll never...
Light! Quench! Shit! Rinse!
so many crowned heads in one place. You must be
Cormorants! A
Drunker than a
string
bard.
of
Won't get anything out of him. Maybe there's something about testing letters in his notes.
Calling me sauced? Nah, I'm clear of mind like a cormorant. Young alchemists! Light, quench, shit, rinse. Cormorants!
I don't know any... I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye. A little burnt lime. A bit of water. Everything's better with a dash of bird guano. Wait for it to dissolve. Smells like piss, but it worked. The sheet's orange, not blue. The letter's fake. Kimbold had nothing to do with this.
Young alchemist! Is gold? Yet a cormorant old. Shit spells out his hole. Vapors to cleanse in water cold. So be bold. Be bold!
You were right, Baron. The letter's forged.
Of course I was right. I would never seek to hurt Boosie. Bastard or not, he is still a child. Your payment, Witcher. I want you to look into another matter.
What would it involve?
Count Linus Maravel. You've heard the name?
Young, capable, handsome.
Yes. Yes, all that and more. And he's ambitious to a fault. Right after the Temerian delegation arrived in Lochween, his people began visiting the Nilfgaardian camp regularly.
Are you suggesting Maravel's a traitor?
We are all entitled to communicate with the ambassador without chagrin and openly, as court and diplomatic protocols allow. Yet the Count's multiple messengers, the letters traveling to and fro, it reminds me more of a complicated courtship.
You're curious to know the content of those letters.
I want you to learn the Count's plans. The man would sell his mother to please the Emperor. Find out what Maravel's messenger is carrying. If treason is involved, you must alert John Natalis. You will be generously rewarded, I assure you.
How do I locate this messenger?
Look for my man Aldrich by the fountain here in the camp. He'll point the mage out to you.
You need a Witcher to do this?
Do not underestimate Count Maravel. He does not employ common scoundrels, and I don't intend to either. Hieronymus Lash. Sound familiar?
A pretentious, invented name. Belongs to a bard or a mummer, I'd say. But you wouldn't need my help with either of those, so I'll venture a guess. Maravel entrusts his correspondence to a mage.
I knew you were suited to this task. The magic barrier placed over the city mutes all forms of high magic, preventing Lash from contacting Shillard remotely. He nevertheless remains dangerous. During the times of the previous conclave, I believe he was caught practicing black magic. He faced execution, but that louse Maravel saved him.
All right.
My lord, we know where they are. What are your orders?
Bloody wonderful day. Assemble your men and resolve this once and for all.
Sure.
Gather your gear. I'm responsible for Baron Kimbolt's safety, so I'll be watching you. Make one false move, scratch your ass the wrong way, and you're a dead man.
Kingslayer.
Master Witch,
What are you?
my lord, the Right Honourable Count Maravel requests...
Seems like everything is these days.
Evil Eye!
Nah.
What can I...
Would you like to...
Another.
How can I help?
I want to.
You must...
Let me
Behold,
way to spoil.
the mighty his.
I don't have enough. I'm collecting.
The Wild Hunt.
Crawford.
That's...
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal walls!
Take
Burn your hats! Turn away the black cat!
It's a brazen attack.
Greetings.
Many thanks for the
Kitchen open day.
It's not that kind of fire. Only in the eternal fire beneath the sign of this clan.
Radovid sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Pull yourself together!
Oh! I don't like it, dear. Greetings.
Oh my. Take care.
I'm Geralt.
Brass of Banard. I remember you from Thanad. I believe...
Seems we only ever meet on Elvenland.
Indeed. But I suspect...
Actually, I'm here because of your...
I'm no...
You're the best swords.
I'm more interested in the...
I'm going to need a...
I guess the set...
Tell me what you know about the...
They were servants of the mages who once lived in Loch Muin. The mages left, but the quarters they...
Lout!
This would never happen.
And if Grandma had a moustache, she'd...
We must protest with all our power.
Oh, shut up.
Witcher. Greetings.
Lout!
Witcher. Can we go?
Let's do...
Death mold, is it?
I'm guessing...
In fact, I do. We need to kill Death mold and...
You never did like...
I learned from the...
See that? Deathmold's put up that magic barrier again. Apparently not a single sound seeps through.
I dread to think what he's doing inside.
Why are you here?
We have business with Deathmold.
The sorcerer is busy. No one's to disturb him.
Recognize me?
Should we?
Of course you should, unless you don't care about being promoted.
Who are you?
Now!
This is my banquet. I don't want any unwanted guests. Quickly, up top!
Help me up!
The low road's yours. I'll take the walls.
Close that cursed gate!
Tighter! Tighter!
Hang on!
Defend
Nearly
the
unblocked
passage! Unit 2! Block the passage!
He'll pay dearly! Ready, Geralt!
Pull you off
here, you
here!
cunts!
I'll pull your legs out of your arms!
You're dead, meat! Send for reinforcements! Block that swiving passage!
You were better.
Close ranks! Tighter! Tighter! Defend the passage! Mend your positions, you horse sons! Close
I've got a
ranks!
crossbow, Geralt. Leave them to me. All's clear! I'm coming over to you!
Say your prayers!
They'll cut you down!
What's he doing?
Sounds like he's awfully busy.
It is. I'll have to interrupt.
There is one crime that all civilizations consider irredeemable and unforgivable: regicide. Transgression of laws both human and divine, a blow to the vital organs of society. That is why those in power create bloody havoc and wallow in it. They are never punished. Not subject to moral judgments, they stand above the law. Henselt's blood now stains Roach's hands and mine. I could have stopped him, but I didn't want to. Now Henselt is a cold corpse, and the blue stripes in the world beyond are laughing.
Did you see Radovid's retinue? I swear the snot-nosed lad thinks he's king of the world. He should never have shown up here after the recent events in Redania. Honestly, if he grows to be another Vizimir, I hope he ends up like the first. And those robes of his, did you see? All right, there's time for one more. Hands off. You've broken my arm! You've broken my arm! Do you know it's worth, you son of a bitch?
Now it's worth shit like the rest of you.
What do you want? I'll give you anything.
You can't give back what you took from me. Cutting off your balls and slitting your throat will have to do.
No!
Reap what you sow. Time to free Foltest, Doctor.
Have mercy! He forced me! Have mercy! He forced me!
I am Vernon Roach of Temeria.
She's terrified.
If Deathmold touched her, I'll kill the son of a bitch all over again.
What'll you do with it?
I made an arrangement with Radovid, and Vernon Roach always keeps to.
Kings only keep their...
We saw him together.
You didn't have Anais then. Take a minute.
I'm a soldier.
Well, you need to start thinking like a diplomat. You're about to decide... Do you trust Red?
I want to believe kings don't generally spout nonsense.
Kings never say what they mean, only what they... What would Radovid gain by allowing Temeria to remain independent?
Well, he married the eldest of Foltest's daughters and will wait until... If Ada fails to produce an heir, he'll marry Anais and unite...
Anais...
But she will be. The king...
Anais won't don the crown anytime soon.
True enough, but you can't predict it.
Still, what else?
Nothing. I either break my pledge...
Suppose you break it.
I'll make another enemy.
Enemies are something you can handle, you said so yourself. The Temerian delegation is in Loch...
John Natalis. Good soldier, poor politician.
Natalis may not be the most...
By taking the child to John Natalis...
I don't doubt Radovid will bring the Temerian bear.
It's risky, I know. But when I'm to choose...
A war where brothers...
The child will go... Come, Anai.
Looks like someone's provided an escort.
In the name of King Radovid, we demand that you have...
Shame you didn't
Pay heed to whom you're...
Pay heed to the corpses of those...
You're lucky Radovid told us to...
I'll be sure to thank him.
Beware of Radovid, Vernon.
Rest assured, I'd never forgive myself if the heiress to Foltest's throne came to any harm.
Don't ever take your eyes off her. I wouldn't be surprised to learn Radovid had a hand in Lucy's death.
Everything's possible. Anais is Temeria's last chance for ultimate independence. Freedom will come sooner or later. Geralt, where are you going?
Suppose Radovid asks you to serve the Redanian crown.
Not impossible. What would you suggest?
I always advise caution when dealing with kings.
Funny. I've always had the upper hand when dealing with them.
I shall pray for you.
Regards.
I can breathe easier now that this scumbag is dead.
Revenge unburdens you of your past, but it also affects your future.
The White Wolf! I can't believe it!
Uh-oh.
Ah!
One day someone will get you in a...
Roach may trust you, but I'm not.
The mages will want to get as much as they can out of this summit, and
There will be no row. The mages now rely on... The amphitheater itself is also... The times of mage impunity are gone.
impressive summit, but not all.
The most important do. The mages...
What about Eder?
Torn by conflict and rebellion with no clear...
Sounds like the Kedweni point of view. The represented...
Only... It seems that save Baron Orval, most...
Kimbolt and Mara...
Well, they've taken... The Baron... Whereas... One thing is certain. Words come cheap. Those...
Nah. True.
Dog catcher with a hook.
Greetings. Welcome.
Nah.
What?
Aldrich, Baron Kimbolt said you'd point Hieronymus Lash out to me.
Perfect timing.
Is a Witcher a kind of sorcerer?
Uh-oh.
Where's Lash?
Patience, mate. They should... I've done my bit. Up to you now.
We've got a tail. Stop him.
Stop there, White One.
What if I don't?
Then I'll fucking help you.
I'd like to see you try.
Consider it done. Hold the tally! That's the one. Kill him. Enough! You shall die, here and now.
Witcher a kind of sorcerer?
There's a traitor.
Careful, Witcher. You'd better have evidence.
Busi and Anais.
Yes?
You have a traitor in your camp, Constable.
I know what the Temerian nobles think of me. They have no love for me and seek to subvert me at every step.
I'm not talking about you. Count Maravel is responsible for Busi's death, and for Anais landing in Kedweni hands.
A grave charge, Witcher.
This letter clearly shows Count Maravel's men ambushed the convoy carrying Foltest's children. The boy was killed during the assault. They kidnapped Anais and handed her over to the Nilfgaardians.
Why? For what amount of... I thank you, Witcher. You have done us all no small favor. That is the state of affairs, Baron. Count Linus Maravel is a traitor. He has been...
You have at last seen the light, Constable, and I am content.
Dog catcher with a hook.
At your service.
Is a Witcher a kind of sorcerer? King's Hmm?
Oh.
Is a Witcher a kind of sorcerer?
Whoa! Begone! You've no business here.
Slayer.
Baron.
I see I was a thug for hire.
Yeah!
It's you!
Oh!
So, even the Nilfgaardians have graced us with their...
This will be a great...
Let's get...
Temeria is internally divided. As Constable of Temeria, I'm in no position to speak for the whole country regarding the Council and the Conclave. I am honored to speak on Temeria's behalf before this esteemed body. But I'm only the Constable. I cannot be sure some Baron won't cancel my signature in a week.
What's your point, Constable?
I lack my country's support regarding the Council and the Conclave. Neither do I intend to seek the crown, for I've lesser blood in my veins. And as a soldier, I know my place in the ranks. In recent weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne. Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders.
The North cannot afford a divided Temeria. Everyone knows what that will lead to. In a few years, the barons will be at each other's throats. No, a united Temeria means control of the Western Pontar. A divided Temeria is an open highway for Nilfgaardian troops. The choice is simple.
Simple for you, perhaps, King. But to guard my henhouse, I prefer 5 lame Temerian mutts to 1 healthy, beautiful Redanian hound.
I understand the drama your country now faces, John Natalis. But the solution you propose is unacceptable. Temeria will become Redania's protectorate. You will hail me, Radovid, as your king.
Even if you guarantee the kingdom remains united and separate, the Temerian nobility will never acquiesce to any limitations on sovereignty.
Remember who sits at my side in Tretogor. Ada, Foltest's daughter.
All Temerians remember that, Your Majesty. They also know that Foltest's other daughter is still alive, a girl all the people of Vizima will look upon more favorably.
Behold, Anais, the child you seek.
Anais love Alette. How?
She was rescued from the hands of the sorcerer Deathmold, whose business in Loch Muin is shrouded in mystery. She will remain under my protection until she comes of age. Then, should Temeria will it, you can have your queen. Until then, Anais will live in Tretogor. We will speak of this later, John Natalis. After all, we have not come here to crown children.
Do you think the child will ever sit on the Temerian throne?
Everything is in Radovid's hands. We prevented the kingdom from being divided. That's the most important thing.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanseville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherd at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning. He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your lands.
I presume he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Demiven died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations.
Speak on.
The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses?
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Triss Merigold, Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Emin, and finally, Sheila de Tanzaville. To my deepest regret, 2 Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Sira Varanaheim and Fringa de Vigo, were also members. The Emperor will deal with them accordingly.
Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this?
Arrest them all. Your document will have to wait, Honorable Sorceress.
You have no right.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Loch Muin. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
We cut off! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Stand back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me, not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you.
Geralt, we cut off! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Turn back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me, not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will.
Geralt, we cut off! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Stand back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me, not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you.
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sir Synthesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of Lavalette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right! The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed! I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
Guess they'll never learn.
Your handiwork, sire. In the beginning, there was chaos.
How did it go with the dragon?
It had a hard landing, impaled on a tree, but it's still alive. I don't kill dragons.
The sorceresses could still use it.
Roach, it may be one of the last living dragons. I can't simply slaughter it.
All right, it's simple then. We need to get rid of Philippa.
I'll leave you the honor.
We'll get them, Witcher. The sorceresses have it coming. Radovid and the other kings already ordered firewood to be gathered for the pyres.
What about the council and the conclave?
I'd sooner expect the proclamation of an inquisitorial synod.
Not all sorceresses deserve the stake.
You can't make an omelette.
Without breaking some eggs, I know. Doesn't hurt to wear that Redanian eagle on your uniform?
It's just cloth. My true colors are on my skin. I'll never change those.
You're gonna serve Radovid?
Mm-hmm. Temeria needs a strong, independently minded king, and I've no better candidates. Besides, I have to protect Anais.
I see. What about Letho? Did you capture him?
Not entirely.
Meaning?
Letho awaits you in the former Temerian camp. He sent a messenger.
Let's go. Tell me what happened here on the way.
Pillage, rape, murder. Not necessarily in that order.
Who on whom?
The kings let their troops loose. They were supposed to deal with just the treacherous sorceresses, but they quickly decided every mage was a traitor. The soldiers vastly outnumbered the mages, who could do nothing with the magical blockade still in place throughout the city. When the rulers left the city surrounded by their armored cordons, soldiers in loose mobs went on a mage hunt. Most of the noted and powerful managed to flee. The others were hounded to death.
Calm down. I want to help.
Their eyes need to be opened. They must see.
They're dead.
I am too. But I opened my eyes and saw...
What did you see?
Peace Summit. Peace Summit. Peace Summit.
The world's gone.
Let's get out of...
Stop. I heard something.
More marauders.
He's here! Kill the traitor! Temeria!
What about the Nilfgaardians?
They ran like hell. Rumor has it they're behind it.
That's no rumor. From Sheila. She was surprisingly knowledgeable.
If it was the Nilfgaardians, then war's inevitable. Letho.
Triss.
All right. Let's end this.
No, Roach. I'm going alone.
Why, Geralt?
Take care of Triss. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not back within the hour, leave without me.
But...
Just do it, Roach. Please. I need to deal with this alone. Are you all right?
Yes. He saved me from the Nilfgaardians. And defended me from the troops.
Time to end this. Roach is waiting. I'll join you soon.
Geralt, he knows a lot.
I know, Triss. That's why we need to talk.
Don't get killed, Witcher.
I won't.
Took you a while?
Is that bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea.
I don't doubt it.
No matter the game, there comes a point when... Vodka?
I suppose my throat's a little dry?
In that case, let's drink to old friendships. Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the...
So, cards out on the table.
I chased you for lots of reasons.
Let's...
Care to tell?
Kill as many rulers as we could. And you know what's incredible? No matter what the war's outcome, the North resembles a whorehouse on fire.
Why are you still here?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if...
How did a wit...
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no...
Why?
Simple. He promised Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago. And Witchers themselves became internal. Besides Serret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on.
How did you know where we'd find the...
Every Witcher who wears the Viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books.
Know who they are. You know the true identities of the writers?
From what I understand...
No Market Square mage could possibly...
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunct...
There's not a witch.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open... The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't...
As they did for you and Yennefer.
Mm-hmm.
So, elves from another world and they're...
I've got an idea. Tell me about Yennefer.
She was feverish for several days. Somehow she recovered.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt,
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her up.
Imperial
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of...
What happened?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission. Those Imperial spooks have their ways.
So she's in...
She was...
I'm done talking.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here. The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaru.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing, but that's just not...
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk him.
I've learned all I wanted to know. Your death won't change a thing.
Just like that.
You going or...
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained to Marion, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobenden to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. When King Foltest fell at the hands of an assassin, chaos engulfed his realm. Where others saw spoils, Roach saw his motherland bleeding. Vernon made a difficult choice, surrendering Foltest's daughter to Radovid. The Redanian ruler, trump card in hand, turned Temeria into his protectorate and began restoring peace. The kingdom's inhabitants soon learned why Radovid was called the Stern. A tempest descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative mages. It seemed the turmoil in Temeria, Edirn, and Kedwen would benefit them most. Common folk turned against sorceresses and all magic freaks, witchers included. Castles that had hitherto welcomed mavens of the magic arts now shut their gates to any who sought shelter there. A witch hunt ensued. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the day seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia?